Have you ever noticed how hard it is to focus these days? You're sitting down to get something done, but your phone dings, social media calls, or a new video pops up, and suddenly hours have passed and you haven't made any progress. Welcome to the age of overstimulation, where constant distractions are not just affecting your productivity, they're ruining your ability to focus, relax, and even enjoy life. In this video, we're going to dive deep into how overstimulation is wrecking your life and, more importantly, how you can take control of your attention and focus. Stick around for some powerful tips on how to detox from the digital overload and regain control. The age of overstimulation. We live in an age where we're constantly bombarded by information. Whether it's notifications on our phones, emails, or the endless stream of entertainment and social media. In fact, studies show that the average person checks their phone more than 200 times a day. That's insane. We've grown so used to the stimulation that it's easy to forget what it's like to actually disconnect. The problem with overstimulation is that it overloads our brain's ability to process information. With so much coming at us, our attention span is shrinking. We become addicted to the hit of dopamine we get from new notifications, likes, or texts. The more we get, the more we crave, and we end up in a vicious cycle that leaves us feeling exhausted, anxious, and overwhelmed. How overstimulation affects your brain. Overstimulation doesn't just make you feel overwhelmed, it rewires your brain. When you're constantly bouncing from one distraction to the next, your brain starts to adapt to this new environment. It craves instant gratification and struggles to focus on anything for long periods. This means that tasks that require deep concentration, like working on a project, reading a book, or even having a meaningful conversation, become harder and harder. We've essentially trained our brains to be in scattered mode all the time, and the effects are noticeable. When you're overstimulated, your brain releases cortisol, the stress hormone, which can lead to feelings of anxiety, irritability, and even depression over time. And the worst part? The more overstimulated you are, the harder it is to relax. You feel restless even when you're trying to unwind because your brain is searching for that next dopamine hit. The illusion of productivity. One of the sneakiest effects of overstimulation is the illusion of productivity. With so many tools at our fingertips, emails, task lists, productivity apps, it feels like we're always getting things done. But the reality is, multitasking and constant switching between tasks actually reduce your productivity. Studies show that switching between tasks can decrease your productivity by up to 40%. That's right. Every time you shift your focus, you're wasting valuable time and energy. Think about how often you're trying to get something done, but you pause to check your phone, respond to a text, or scroll through social media. These tiny distractions add up and drain your mental energy, leaving you feeling exhausted but with very little to show for it. Overstimulation creates a false sense of busyness, where we mistake activity for accomplishment. We're constantly doing, but rarely making meaningful progress on what truly matters. Overstimulation and your mental health. It's no surprise that overstimulation is taking a toll on our mental health. With the constant influx of information, notifications, and distractions, it's easy to feel like we're always on, leading to burnout, anxiety, and depression. Think about how overwhelming it can feel to keep up with social media, emails, and news. It's like your brain never gets a break. Over time, this takes a serious toll on your mental well-being. Anxiety spikes because you feel like you're falling behind, and depression can creep in because it seems like no matter how much you consume or do, you never feel satisfied. We're becoming disconnected from ourselves and the present moment. Our thoughts are constantly pulled in different directions, and we're losing the ability to truly engage with the world around us. When was the last time you were fully present, not thinking about the next thing you had to do or checking your phone? The impact on relationships. Overstimulation doesn't just affect your productivity or mental health, it's also impacting your relationships. How often have you been in a conversation with someone, but you find yourself glancing at your phone? Or maybe you're scrolling through social media while spending time with friends or family. We're so used to being connected to the digital world that we're becoming disconnected from the real one. This constant distraction makes it harder to be fully present in relationships. Instead of having deep, meaningful conversations, we skim the surface, half listening while thinking about something else. This weakens our connections with others and can even lead to feelings of loneliness or isolation, despite being connected 24/7. Real connection requires presence, and overstimulation is pulling us away from the moments that truly matter. How to detox from overstimulation. Now that we've seen how overstimulation is affecting us, let's talk about how to detox from it and regain control. The good news is, with a few small changes, you can break free from the constant cycle of distractions. The first step is to set boundaries with your technology. Try turning off non-essential notifications on your phone, setting specific times to check email or social media, and creating tech-free zones in your home, like the bedroom or dinner table. These simple boundaries will help reduce the constant pull for your attention. Next, focus on single tasking. Instead of trying to juggle multiple things at once, give your full attention to one task at a time. This allows you to dive deeper into your work, become more efficient, and enjoy a sense of accomplishment when it's completed. Finally, make time for intentional breaks. Spend time outside, meditate, or read a book. Anything that helps your brain rest and recover. When you disconnect from constant stimulation, you'll find it easier to relax, focus, and enjoy the present moment. Reclaim your time and focus. At the end of the day, reclaiming your life from overstimulation is about taking back control of your time and focus. The constant distractions aren't going anywhere, but you have the power to decide how you engage with them. Start small. Try a 24-hour digital detox or limit screen time in the evenings. Practice being more mindful of where your attention goes throughout the day, and be intentional about creating space for deep work, relaxation, and meaningful connections. When you take steps to minimize overstimulation, you'll feel more focused, calm, and present. You'll regain control of your time and mental energy, and most importantly, you'll reconnect with yourself and the people around you. So, overstimulation is more than just a minor annoyance. It's robbing you of your focus, productivity, and overall well-being. But by taking small steps to detox from the digital overload, you can reclaim your attention, improve your mental health, and truly engage with the world around you. As we talked about overstimulation, make sure to check out our video explaining how boredom can actually be good for you. Until next time, thanks for watching.